It hurts my heart that we have ghetto black B-words who hate America serving in Congress. So this is acceptable? Yet, we're being told that service members are being hunted. Service members are being doxxed for stating their opinions.
Lord Loomer, you big bobblehead, don't you ever talk about my old lady like that. I know you ain't talking about nobody ghetto when you walk around looking like Jigsaw. You should not ever fix your BBL-filled lips to ever speak about Jasmine Crocket ever again a day in your life. You do not have an education. You got a head full of helium. You don't have half of the educational credentials that Jasmine Crocket got. You got a head full of helium, a heart full of hate, and a face full of BBL meat. I don't ever want to hear you talking about nobody ever again. You look like you snuck into a human body. You look like a lotus or something like that. Just something out of Gears of War that just snuck up from the deep depths of hell. Like, you come out every, 17 years or something. You big caravan head cicada. I don't ever want you to talk about Jasmine Crocket ever again. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all be pissing me off. Y'all don't even look at yourself in the mirror before you start to... Ain't nothing... Do you know where the term ghetto came from? It came from your heritage. Look it up.
Hi everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. My name is Teresa.
And I'm Scholar, and here's what we have for you today. So a political firestorm just erupted between our Congresswoman Jasmine Crocket and our far-right activist Loomer, who threw racist insults and clapbacks to Jasmine Crocket, and this left the nation with full of outrage. And let's see what happened and how people reacted to this story. So stick around till the end and you won't believe how wild the reactions got.
This is why you don't create a safe space for racists. So Loomer decided to go on the internet to call Jasmine Crocket a ghetto black B-word. So if you don't know who Loomer is, it's this bitch. Because Laura was upset that Jasmine Crocket called it what it is. He said watching her colleagues side with a bigot and a racist was disheartening. So Loomer used her jigsaw face to go ahead and call Jasmine Crocket outside her name. And then she tried to use a misrepresentation of AAVE, using words like funna and... Mind you, she was using it wrong. She obviously doesn't understand the vernacular enough to even use it. She was just using it to be disrespectful. But this is what I'm talking about. These racist people have no space in our society. All they do is block progress and talk about bathrooms. And for all 95 Democrats that signed to get Charlie Kirk a holiday, are your Republican buddies gonna sign to make sure that the Epstein list is released? Or were you just used as a pawn for their game? And where are the 95 Democrats who signed to get Charlie Kirk his holiday? Are you gonna talk about how this type of behavior is inappropriate? No, instead you're gonna side with the racists. Got it.
Laura Loser, who had the nerve to call Jasmine Crocket a ghetto black bitch. That's exactly why I will never in my life date a white woman, or whatever the fuck she is, because they're going to be a bigoted, racist piece of shit. And the crazy part about this shit is it's so many other Laura Losers out here just like her co-signing that bullshit. And who's ghetto? Because last time I checked Jasmine Crocket, she's an educated law school graduate black woman. Who's ghetto? She can't have her own personality. She can't be her own woman. These white people, they don't respect black women. They don't respect black men. They for damn sure do not respect any black woman. You know what I'm saying? They don't like to see black people in power, in positions where it was primarily dominated by white people. They don't like that. They feel threatened when they start seeing melanated people in positions where there should only be white. They don't like that shit. Now you're ghetto. Now you're uneducated. Now you're unhinged. She's exactly where she needs to be. And the fact that she's triggered you so bad that now you calling her a ghetto black bitch, what? This is prime example of why I will never go against the grain. I will never go against black women. Because you got white people everywhere out here that only look at black people as ghetto people. Ghetto things. That's all they think black people are. Nah, I will never go against the black woman. I will never go against my people.
This is the response to the backlash. Okay, this is what she said. I'm gonna put the screenshot on here somewhere, but this is what she said. She said, "Why these bitches be trifling? Girl, if you finna FINNA play with me, you best be ready for the truth. I be spitting on your weave. I can spit mad bars, Jasmine. Baby girl don't like the taste of her own medicine. You feels me? This is what Laura Loomer said, okay? This is on X, on Twitter. She said, Jasmine Crockett's homeboys and homegirls are big mad I called her what she is. Ghetto. I guess I finna watch my back. God forbid Shaniqua pops a cap in my ass. You feels me? That's what this hoe said. Now, I did a lot of thinking about this, okay? My followers know that I can eat your ass alive, Laura Loomer. Tear your ass the fuck up. Okay? Tear your ass the fuck up. Easy. Easy. Because what fucks me up about this type of shit is this is high level of what black women deal with in corporate America every day. You understand? Back in the 80s, before social media, when you popped your shit, you really had to stand on business when you seen that motherfucker in person. All these keyboard gangsters want to get on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, whatever your choice of platform is, and think you tough with them typing fingers. For this bitch to get on here and call her a ghetto black bitch and think that shit is about to slide, and then saying this ignorant shit, girl, if you finna play with me, you best be ready for the truth. I be spitting on your weave. What the fuck does that even mean? White people have really lost their goddamn mind.
That wasn't even Jasmine Crockett final form. That was lightweight. That was just a light response. You know what I'm saying? We know that she can go harder than that, but she chose to spare Laura Loomer, bro. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Ain't no woman that look like Jigsaw supposed to be capping on Jasmine Crockett. Because if I'm not mistaken, Jasmine Crockett is 44 years old and Laura Loomer is 32. That's crazy. And look at the difference in taking care of your looks. Like, my goodness, you can see the clear difference. That's why Jasmine Crockett responded the way she responded. You know what I'm saying? That beautiful black skin versus Jigsaw.
Personally, I think Laura Loomer looks like if they made Casey Anthony into a wax figure and then made that into a blow-up sex doll. Yeah. I think that's it.
I wouldn't be surprised if we found out that Laura Loomer's tweets about Jasmine Crockett were crafted in ChatGPT using the prompt, help me create a series of racist tweets where I am essentially performing digital blackface and making fun of AAVE, which I'm likely to actually call Ebonics because I am racist and demeaning and just want to have a condescending take. And if the person who could program this response through ChatGPT would be Rachel Dolezal, that would be great. Thank you. That's what the prompt had to have been. Like, reading those tweets and what she was saying and thinking that she was saying or doing, I don't know. The gestural, literal, digital blackface that she was using to imitate black people and how they speak. Like, she was just like, help me talk like black people, but like racist. What? Let's not forget that this is a sitting congresswoman that this person is talking about. Like, Laura Loomer is coming for a sitting congresswoman who is excessively qualified and intelligent and just incredible. What? Like, we're getting upset about Charlie Kirk, like people talking about Charlie Kirk and just quoting him, and he's nobody. Like, he was just a podcast white guy. But this is happening, and Jasmine Crockett, we're just like, oh, whatever. Like,
it hurts my heart that we have ghetto black B words who hate America serving in Congress. So this is acceptable? Yet we're being told that service members are being hunted. Service members are being doxxed for stating their opinions on things that were expressed by someone that passed. Okay. And now someone who is close friends with the President of the United States is allowed to make comments like this about an elected official. Yet, I thought we were having a discussion about ending political violence. So, posting comments like this is not violent. And this is only one of a few that she posted. I'm trying to be very mindful of my words because, you know, now if I were to post something like that, or if I were to say something like that, but then people will love to say, well, I don't have free speech because I decided to serve and protect my country. So that means that I don't have free speech. I can't say how I deem something to be offensive. I'm not allowed to say that I find certain things offensive. I cannot be offended because the powers that be have decided to embolden certain people who have made very offensive and dangerous remarks against myself and people that look like me. It's literally like I'm being gaslit. I feel like I'm in a relationship with a narcissist, and I'm literally screaming at the top of my lungs, and that narcissist's friends and family is like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? We don't know what you're talking about. We don't know what he's perfectly fine. He loves you. He takes care of you. He treats you right. And you're like, no, he don't. I'm being abused and no one, you know what? I'm just going to smile. Everything's okay. No, everything's not fucking okay. Everything is not fucking okay. And I feel like I'm losing my goddamn mind. I feel like I cannot come on the internet and express how I feel, even though I expressed it in a very mindful and tasteful way, because me stating that, hey, I think this is disrespectful, this was hurtful, this is rude, this is racist, like stating that something is racist can now get someone fired is crazy. Is crazy. I feel like I'm in the fucking Twilight Zone. Like, what is going on, bro?
I want to play a game. It's called Trump or Trans. You ready? Okay. So I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to tell me whether or not it is Trump or trans people that are responsible. You understand?
Got it.
Okay, very good. The first one, gutted medical research.
Trump.
Kidnapping Americans and sending them to foreign countries, a.k.a. deporting them.
Trump.
Driving us into a recession.
Trump.
Increasing the cost of everything.
Trump.
Waging an idiotic tariff war.
Trump.
Harming farmers.
Trump.
Ignoring the Constitution.
Trump.
Proposing to take away Social Security.
Trump.
Cutting health care.
Trump.
Firing government workers who keep our country safe.
Trump.
Encouraging an environment of hate and divisiveness.
Trump.
Thank you so much.
The state of Minnesota is a Somali hole. I don't have any sympathy for self-hating liberal Jews. We need to be focused on America first, not black people first.
She regularly utters disgusting garbage. That's how Republican Senator Tom Tillis once described the self-styled journalist Laura Loomer.
All of the meritless DEI Shaniquas talk the same way. It's very obnoxious.
But despite her detractors, the online influencer seems to wield real influence, and she knows it.
They got multiple people fired this week.
Observers say it's not a coincidence that more than a dozen high-ranking officials in the Trump administration have either lost their jobs or had their nominations revoked after Loomer questioned their loyalty to the president.
If you think he's all these terrible things that all of his detractors call him, why do you want to work for him? Aren't I doing you a favor?
She doesn't like things going on that she thinks are bad for the country. I like her.
The woman Trump calls a patriot got her start in media with Project Veritas. known for using deceptive tactics, including undercover videotaping, often to make false or exaggerated claims about its targets.
How can I help you, Laura?
I just have some questions about...
To get to where she is today it's truly mind-boggling.
David Gilbert has covered Loomer's rise for Wired.
I don't think anyone would ever have guessed 10 years ago, starting out with kind of gotcha clips for Project Veritas, that she would end up being where she is today.
This is unacceptable! You cannot...
Get off!
In 2017, she stormed the stage of a controversial Shakespeare performance in New York.
Security, please.
In the production, Julius Caesar, who's assassinated, bore President Trump's likeness.
That got her arrested, but it also, more importantly, got her on the radar of figures like Donald Trump and the wider MAGA movement.
Her ambush interviews put Trump's political opponents on the spot.
What happened to your 33,000 emails? You're gonna get prosecuted, Comey.
Rashida, are you willing to admit as a congresswoman that Hamas is a terrorist organization?
In 2018, after unleashing a tirade of Islamophobic tweets about then Congresswoman-elect Ilhan Omar, she was banned from the platform for hateful conduct. Loomer handcuffed herself to Twitter's headquarters in protest. She was also banned from Lyft, Uber, Instagram, and several online banking platforms.
My life is ruined! Does anybody understand how ruined my life is? I'm sick of it! I don't want to...
What she really wanted to do was get the attention of Trump and his base by basically going one step further than anyone else in terms of making extreme claims, making up conspiracies, and, you know, posting openly racist and Islamophobic content online simply in order to get clicks, likes, and follows on social media.
A fighter is running for Congress, and her name is Laura Loomer.
Two runs for Congress followed, with $1 million in financial support from the likes of Alex Jones, Roger Stone, and Matt Gaetz, fellow bombastic personalities and conspiracists on the radical right. She refused to accept her 2022 primary loss.
I'm not conceding, because if I'm a winner...
Election denialism inspired by Donald Trump, who Loomer redoubled her support for in the wake of her electoral losses. During the 2024 campaign, Loomer posted, "If Kamala Harris wins, the White House will smell like curry." But now, on Elon Musk's rebranded X platform, the post was left live, although again tagged for potential hateful content.
A fantastic woman, a true patriot, Laura Loomer.
Trump mentioned her in fond terms on the stump, and she was spotted getting on his campaign plane last fall. But he's never given her a job. Still, she fights for him.
I'm starting to have some serious doubts about who is in control in the Oval Office, because I have just seen so many instances of Donald Trump giving orders and then his orders not being respected by his own staff. And
After an Oval Office meeting with Loomer in April, the president fired 6 National Security Council officials.
She makes recommendations of labels and people, and sometimes I listen to those recommendations like I do with everybody. I listen to everybody and then I make a decision.
Even when the president doesn't give it, Loomer has taken credit for the firings or resignations of more than a dozen people, including his nominee for Surgeon General, the top lawyer at the National Security Agency, and the vaccine chief at the FDA, who was rehired last weekend.
I'm not working for President Trump. I'm not getting paid by President Trump. I'm not in the Trump White House. I wasn't even on the Trump campaign. And yet I feel like every single day it's a full-time job just to make sure the president is protected and that he's receiving the information that he needs to receive. And that
a full-time job no one hired her or elected her to do. For the PBS NewsHour, I'm Stephanie Song.
So here it's all about how Laura, who is a Trump ally and a far-right commentator, went after Jasmine Crockett in one of the nastiest way possible. She didn't just disagree with her politically, but she went personal and racist.
So Loomer apparently called Crocket a ghetto black bitch and mocked her as a DEI Shaniqua. And also don't forget what Trump also called her. He said She is a low IQ person, and all this came after Crocket criticized the House resolution honoring right-wing Charlie Kirk instead of debating policy. And Loomer went straight for a racist insult.
Basically, this is kind of a racism black women in politics face each and every day.
She pointed out that this wasn't just about her, it was all about all black women in leadership positions, how they get treated when they dare speak up. Literally everyone stood behind a Crocket and called Loomer's rant dangerous and acceptable.
This is not the first time she has been in a limelight because of racist remarks. Even she has been banned on Twitter because of this. She has been called by politicians, activists, and she has been told this is too much.
This matters because it's not about two people beefing, but it's about race, representation, and respect in politics. And when Loomer attacks a black woman lawmaker using racist comments and tropes, it's not just an insult. It's a message about who gets to belong in America politics. This is why so many people are not only calling it offensive, but also dangerous.
Well, Luna probably won't face any legal consequence. It's ugly speech, yes, but still it's a protected speech. But politically, she's alienating more people, while Crocket is getting more visibility and support. Some are saying Loomer just made Crocket a stronger voice because now she has a strong spotlight.
Here's the real question. Do we chalk this up to free speech gone too far? Or is it something more serious about racism in America? Drop your thoughts in the comments because I would really want to know how you think about this Loomer versus Crocket situation.
Finally, special thanks goes to the original creators featured in this video.
Credit goes to all respective owners of the clips and content used in our video. Your thoughts and perspective made today's work possible.
If you found this video helpful and you would really like to see more of this, kindly subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Also give us a like.
And don't forget to leave a comment. Tell us where your thoughts lie. If you are a Crocket fan or a Miss Loomer fan. So tell us in the comments.
See you in the next video.